go.
We're going to do a good intro this time.
Ladies
Welcome.
and gentlemen.
Welcome to Somewhere on the Spectrum with Ash Raymond James and Tyler Knott Gregson.
Episode number 13.
This is our podcast called Somewhere on the Spectrum.
This is the real deal. Somewhere
It's the
on the
worst
spectrum.
intro we've ever done somehow. I don't know.
It's okay.
It's too professional.
Because here's why it's okay. Directly off screen, that way, there is a baby squirrel enjoying a breakfast of sunflower seeds and water. So I really don't care what happens the rest of the day.
I like that. I'm gonna have to get me one of those feeders.
You need that because it really puts things in perspective.
I think the whole world will change if I get a feeder.
So what are we doing today, Ash?
I had this idea that was a bit madcap to just run you through a test of an autism online thing.
Ooh.
And just to see what it says.
A UK edition?
Let's just see. I don't know where it's from. I think so. It says .co.uk. It's from a place called Clinical Partners.
Okay.
I don't know. It looks all fancy.
All right? I'm in, dude. So we're going to be doing a live autism screener.
Yeah, essentially.
Which is mildly terrifying, but I'm in. But this is good because here's why this is good. For all these people out and about that are maybe wondering if someone that they know or love, or even maybe themselves, are somewhere on the spectrum with us, this will kind of pull back the shroud of mystery that might be on what it's like to take an autism screener. And so
I think it might also show that like all of these things in here are going to be symptoms, right? But it's also going to show that you might not even have half of them.
Yeah, true. I'm curious to see what the results will say.
Get medical assistance as soon as possible.
Yeah, they're going to be like, find an ambulance, stay in your home, and wrap up in a blanket.
Help is on the way.
Don't move. So everything will be okay.
There's four options, right?
Okay.
There's definitely agree.
Okay.
There's slightly agree. And then there's slightly disagree, definitely disagree.
Oh, so there's a spectrum even in the answers.
There's a spectrum for the spectrum.
I like
it's a spectrum on spectrum of things, right?
It's like a rainbow in a rainbow.
Okay, so let's get one question out of the way, and then we'll see
how it goes.
You'll see how easy it is.
All right, let's do this.
So, question one was, I prefer to do things on my own rather than with others.
Definitely agree.
You definitely agree.
Yeah,
bam, that's it.
I wasn't like, I never did group projects well. It was like, yeah, you guys go do whatever you want. I'm going to take care of it.
Yeah. See, this second question is quite interesting to me because I think this is not varied enough because it says, I prefer doing things the same way. For instance, my morning routine or trip to the supermarket.
Definitely agree.
Definitely agree.
I think
some things.
It depends on the thing, but mostly Sarah gets like frustrated with me because she's like, it's always the same thing. Like, just stop, like, just switch it up. And I'm like, well, but why? This is the most efficient means. This is literally the straight line from A to B. Why would I go A to L to J to Q to R to then to B? That's
such a strong point. I agree.
Hey, 2 down. We're doing good.
We're killing it. We got 30 to get through if you want to know why we're being a bit hasty.
Okay, yeah, we have 30 to get through apparently, but this is already showing you that if you're worried about taking an autism screener, you don't need to be. There's only 4 answers and none of them are wrong.
Exactly.
That's how they should have marketed the test.
You should just do that as a video. After this, we'll record you saying just that.
Okay.
I find myself becoming strongly absorbed in something, even obsessional.
I would think that over 3,020 poems in a row probably indicate that that's true.
I already clicked definitely agree. So.
Definitely agree. Yeah, okay. That one for sure.
I am very sensitive to noise. I'm gonna wear earplugs or cover my ears in certain situations.
Definitely agree. The world is the noisiest thing I can. I can't handle it.
Noise is my weakness. Like,
Me too.
it really is my kryptonite.
Me too.
Question 5. I might just answer this one for you. Sometimes people say I am being rude, even though I think I am being polite.
Definitely agree. What was my catchphrase? I'm probably sorry.
That was my one. What was your one?
Don't take it personally.
Hold on. That's the one, yes.
Yeah, that's definitely agree.
All right. I find it easy to imagine what characters from a book might look like. It's a difficult one, right?
Slightly disagree.
Slightly disagree.
Yeah, because sometimes I can, but sometimes they're just like faceless clay people.
Yeah, I get that.
And then
Yeah.
I'll see a movie, and then once I see the movie of it, then the character looks like the movie character, and I hate that. I would rather
But
them
you
be
still get
faceless clay people.
you still get the thing though, whereas if they're not like, even though you only seen them as clay people, if they don't look how they're supposed to look, do you still notice?
Yes, I do. But
Like,
it's less how
that's a
they
confusing thing.
look, but it's more how they feel. Like if they don't feel like the character,
okay,
I'm like, that's
better.
not it. That's not them at all. But it's never like about
Yeah.
the physical. I'm bad about physical things. It's more like that's not how that person would react.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Okay.
Question 7 already.
Wow.
I know. I find it easy to talk in groups of people.
Oh God, no.
Like, we
when
on
I
definitely disagree?
definitely disagree. When I do like my book signings, I literally just have to sit down there and be like, I don't want to talk,
Yeah.
so just ask me questions. That's the best way I can get through this.
See, I break that mold though.
I know you do.
I think, which is interesting, which is an important point.
The spectrum.
You like, yeah, you don't have to fit into anything. Like,
You
this
don't.
is why there's a test.
There's no right or wrong.
I am more interested in finding out about things than people.
Definitely agree. and I don't mean for that to be true, but it is true. Like, yeah, I think I'm more drawn to the way that the world works, or like squirrels, or why animals do what they do. I'm like, and then I'm just like, oh, people are the worst.
Yeah, I'm there with you on that one. I find numbers, dates, and strings of information fascinating. That's the old cliche right there.
Yeah, I actually fall into that one. I do that. Like
I love 7.
I like 3.
That's
12.
why that's why I recently released my book today, because it was the 28th. I was like, that's multiple of 7.
4 times is beautiful.
In the 7th month, come on. It's beautiful.
Dang, man, that is beautiful. Hey, my next book's coming out on March 7th.
Ooh.
Whoa,
that's
3-7.
Oh my God.
All right.
Yeah, that's definitely agree.
Yeah.
I prefer non-fiction books and films to fiction.
Maybe.
See, I struggle with that.
Yeah, maybe slightly agree, because I don't know, because I'm so particular with fiction that it's like we're watching The Last Dance, the documentary on Michael Jordan right now, and it's like the best thing I've watched in a long time. And I'm not even a huge basketball fan, but it's just so good because I just like when curtains are pulled back. So maybe slightly agree on that one.
I'm watching the documentary on the New York Mafia.
Oh, the Crime Kills one. Where they got
like, I can't remember what it's called, but like they literally now just playing actual recordings from the Mafia, and they sound exactly like the movies. And I'm like,
that's
oh my God,
amazing.
It wasn't an over dramatization. This is incredible.
Here's a fun fact. We have a family friend who is directly involved with the New York Mafia, and I remember when we were in high school, he called to check in on us once, and my little sister was upset because she had just broken up with her boyfriend, and he was legitimately serious, and he goes, "Is there anything we need to take care of?" And my girl's like, no, he's okay. Like he's still nice. It just didn't work out.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to question 11.
Whoa, 11.
We talked about we talked about how you like your routines, but you find it upsetting if your daily routine is upset or changed.
Definitely agree.
Okay,
And it's
nice.
like, that's something I'm working really hard on, but yeah, like even simple things, like if I'm, especially with this quarantine thing happening, every day's just been the same. And so if like randomly Sarah decides to throw something in that we're doing, I'm like,
I
whoa,
know.
wait a minute.
I
Like
get the
yesterday we
text message.
floated the Missouri River, and I'm like, it was great and it was fun, but like having to shift my mind from like not doing anything to then doing that, it was like a big thing for my brain.
Yeah. But for me, I've got over quite a lot of them now, but I'm sort of time orientated in the sense of I got a time when I gotta have breakfast. I got a time when I gotta have lunch.
Totally.
And like if it gets to like 1:30, I'm like, Sab, it's too late for lunch. What do we do? I don't
Yeah,
know
now
how
you're
to
in the
handle this.
limbo. You're in the limbo.
Yeah, I'm stuck
It's
now.
too
I'm
early for
stuck.
dinner. Yeah.
Exactly. And she's like, well, I have something quick. I'm like, yeah, but we haven't got time to cook anything.
And if I eat too much now, then I won't be ready. I won't want the full dinner. And then that screws me up because then I'll be
Exactly.
hungry at like 10.
And if we get past 7, I'm like, there's no point eating.
Yep, me too. I'm like, screw it. I'll have a cup of tea.
Okay, number 12.
Okay.
It's difficult for me to understand other people's facial expression and body language.
I'll say slightly agree.
I can,
Sometimes I miss cues, but a lot of times I pick up on things. But a lot of times I miss like subtle cues, like, or I'll mistake cues for things. Like if somebody is doing a sad face, I won't directly relate to what's making them sad. I'll see it, but then I'll be like, well, that doesn't make sense. And then
I can
only
pick up on
after I say,
things really well, and then I pick up on so much wrong.
yeah, me too. That's what I mean. I
Like,
misconstrue it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I already know the answer to this one. I don't have any problem making small talk with new people.
Blah. Definitely disagree. That if there is a hell, it's me in a room with 75 people talking about like the weather and like something in the news. That's like the end of me.
How's the sun
Oh,
today?
oh God. I don't know. It was a little bit cloudy today. Didn't you think? I'm like, yeah, I was alive and I looked out the side for a minute. Of course it was a little cloudy. Leave me alone.
I get a little bit like that with like I don't get it so much, but if it's local and people are telling me the temperature, like because I guess it's different in America if you have friends online because like you're from different
Yeah.
states, so the
Yeah.
conversation makes sense. And if you're overseas, but like if I talk to anyone who's like literally like 20 or something, they're like, "Oh, it's hot today." No fucking shit. I
Yeah,
can't.
it is hot. I
Like,
felt it too. Totally.
that's an example of us trying not to be rude, but we might have. We're sorry. I'm
You're probably sorry.
I notice very small changes in a person's appearance.
Maybe slightly disagree. I think I noticed the big things, but like, I don't know, if somebody
Yeah.
like does something weird a little, I'm like, oh yeah. Looks, if they tell me later, I'm like, oh cool. Yeah, that looks great. But I
When I
noticed
was
big
young,
things. Okay, go ahead.
yeah, I know. I think you've noticed big things.
Yeah.
Like I have my haircut, and you
Which
noticed,
looks beyond sexy.
which looks fantastic, right?
It does.
Minus
Well
this
done.
bit.
Well done, Sav. Well done, Sav, minus the Peruvian sideburn.
It was what this.
Oh gosh.
The beast. All right. Okay. When I was young, you're still young, by the way. But when
Wow.
you were younger, I'm gonna change that. When you were younger, did you used to play lots of Let's Pretend or imaginary games?
No. Oh wait. Oh, so it does say I did play?
Yeah.
Disagree. I didn't really do much
Yeah.
I didn't do much like I never had imaginary friends. I never really did like the whole like, okay, and now I'm doing this and that. I never really did that.
I used to go out in the garden and hide my Power Rangers and then pretend to play hide and seek with them.
That's the cutest and saddest thing I've ever heard. You're like, why
Like
aren't they coming to get me?
And I pretended I couldn't find them. And then I
Oh
would run in the
boy.
house. then I remember like one day I genuinely forgot where I hid one. And I cried to my mom for like 20 minutes while we
Oh
tried.
my God. You know what's weird is I don't know where these are going or what any of the answers mean, but like I'm having an impression that I might be more autistic than you, which is a little weird.
I
Okay,
know,
go
here
ahead.
we go.
Onward.
I like collecting information about things I'm interested in.
Definitely agree.
Look at your wall behind you. That's the answer.
Yeah,
That's the answer to that question.
true.
I know this one too. I like meeting new people.
Disagree. I have like a group of people that I like. Definitely disagree because it's like the same thing with small talk. There's like that whole intro buffer period that you have to get through before it just becomes like it doesn't matter if there's not small talk, and that's
Yeah,
the
where you're like,
hardest
can I
bit for me.
make this joke? Is it all right?
Yeah, so I
Right.
don't know. Yeah, new people. It's not that I don't like people. It's just like I said, that whole transition period from like them being a person that I can just be quiet with. That's the
Do you know
hardest
what?
bit for me.
This is exactly why why the Chasers of the Light course worked for me, because I got to get to know people, right, without them talking to me.
Yeah,
So like I was learning about people through their interactions with other people,
that's
and
smart.
then I sort of had, and then I had like, all right, these people are cool. Now I'm
Yeah,
gonna get involved, like sort of thing.
totally.
And but I like that, and
I do
I
too.
love a group chat for that reason,
Yeah.
especially if they're new people, because then there's somebody else to take the weight of it.
You get to observe it.
And I'm much better online than in person. Like meeting new people in person is probably hell.
If you were single, that would be your Tinder profile. Much better online than in person. Maybe let's just share dirty photos.
Yes. Maybe let's meet, see how it goes, and then forget about it forever.
Oh God.
People close to me say I talk about the same things repeatedly.
Definitely agree.
I'm definitely agreeing to that one. Yeah,
Definitely agree.
Sav would tell you that. Everyone would tell you. I talk about poetry like all the time.
Yeah.
Like, Sav wakes up, she's like, "Oh my god, you're gonna read me another poem?" I was like, "Yeah, I am."
Yeah. Welcome to the day. Don't disturb my routine.
I find it easy to work out what people are thinking or feeling just by looking at their facial expressions. Based on what you said earlier, I would say that's disagree.
Yeah, I would say I would I would say
Well, I wouldn't say
slightly
definitely.
disagree.
Yeah,
Slightly disagree.
because if they were bawling their eyes out, I think you got that.
Yeah. Well, and here's the addendum that I would make. This is a weird thing. Ever since I was a little kid, like my grandma said that I was a people psychic. So the weird thing is I understand more what's going on with people based on my intuitional response than I do
Yeah.
anything that they're doing, to the point where like sometimes I can call people I know and love and check in on them and know that something's wrong without ever speaking to them or seeing them or anything. I just feel it and I know it. And so I don't need like that visual cue to be like, oh, something's wrong with him. It's more like
Yeah.
a gut thing.
We talked about this in episode 5. Oh my god, my chair's crazy. We talked about this in episode 5 with Sarah and Sam, where they were literally just saying how we pick up on things before they even know it. And
Yes.
it's basically was just me and you yelling at them, going, "You're feeling it now." Like just
You don't know it
express
yet.
But like when they have, so yeah, I would agree with that completely.
Yeah. Okay. What number
Where
are
are
we
we
on?
at? 20.
Whoa.
I know, right?
All right.
New social situations make me feel anxious.
Definitely agree. Like that's like that one poem that I wrote, number 3000, where it said something like, I can't be a wallflower because I'm allergic to the flowers on the wall. Like that's how much I hate it. Like I can't even stand on the periphery because I'm like, ugh, I gotta go home.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get that. It's important to me to carefully plan any activities I'm going to do.
definitely agree.
I know that.
Yes, you do.
I find it hard to work out what people's intentions are.
I'm gonna agree with that one. Slightly agree, or no?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll slightly agree with that because again, I think the biggest challenge in my life, one of the biggest challenge socially, is what we just talked about. Is like I'll have a gut instinct about what someone's actual motivations are, and when that doesn't line up with what they're doing, it it ruins me, especially when you can't look at somebody and be like, this isn't the real you, this is not what you want to be doing, you're lying right now, because they'll be like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
And I hate that. Like when I know somebody isn't being their true self, it like boils my blood, and then when I
I
can't do
get
anything to
so
fix it.
annoyed. Yeah. It annoys me a lot when like I explain to somebody, I'm like, this situation isn't right. That don't trust that person. And they're like, oh, but they're fine. Why would you say that? I'm like, I can't explain it. Just don't do it. And it's just like that feeling of
Yeah.
knowing.
Yes.
I get it.
Yep.
I get it. So you said that you didn't play the imaginary games.
Not really.
Like
No.
I did a little bit. But was that because you found it hard?
No, it just like wasn't a thing. Like I didn't like my brain never like it just never needed that. It was like my brain never filled in that space with that. It was more just I don't even know how to describe it. I just never had the need for the alternate version of what I was facing. I was always just in wherever I was in.
Yeah.
You know, so like
All
if
right,
I was
here's an
outside,
interesting.
like walking around, I was just outside walking around, and I was so consumed with everything going on around me that I didn't even need to be like, and also there's a like imaginary bunny rabbit that's my best friend. It was never that. It was just like, oh, there's this and there's that and
Yeah.
there's this and there's that. I was like the golden retriever from Up.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
That's this is going to be an interesting one, I think.
Okay.
I am a good diplomat and can help ease difficult social or work situations.
Probably slightly disagree. Sometimes I can, but mostly I feel like I would be like the source of the problem rather than the source of the solution. Not a problem, but like I have such clear opinions about things that a lot of the time, like if it's not hard for me to see the other person's side, but it's hard to be like if like for example, in Montana, there's a lot of people that don't wear masks right now.
Yeah.
They're just refusing because they think it's like a freedom thing. And if I like when I'm out someplace and I see that, there's not a diplomatic part of me. It's like, put a fucking mask on. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
stop it.
you're just being dumb.
Yeah,
Like, come
you're
on.
hurting other people. Knock it off. Quit being selfish. And like, so if I was in a work situation where somebody was doing that and like there was people fighting about that and I heard it, I would just walk over and be like, no, you're wrong. You're being a complete idiot. Like, put a mask on. Stop hurting
You
other
just
people.
straight to, yeah, okay. It's true. All right. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So I think we're on the same wavelength. So it's on most of these, which
Yeah.
is good.
We don't
But
have
your
very
answer
many
is going to be very
differences.
similar to mine.
Yeah.
I think the only difference so far is I had a few more imaginary games.
Imaginary Power Rangers.
Yeah. Well, the Power Rangers were real. Question 25.
Okay.
I don't know about this one, man. I'm often the last person to understand a joke.
I'll slightly agree because a lot of times people will make a joke and I won't it's more that I just don't think it's funny. Like I'll be like, "Oh."
Yeah.
And then
That's
or
why I
they'll
don't know about
say it.
this one.
Well, like they'll say it and they'll start laughing and I'll be like and then I'll be like
It's
a
such a
better version of the joke would be this.
it's such a hypocritical thing to talk about because me and you, we joke about the dumbest shit
We do.
ever. And
And
it's
other people are like, "Oh, what does that mean?"
yeah.
So maybe I'll
But
slightly
like
agree.
when he like
Sometimes I get it. Like some jokes I easily get, but then other times when people say stuff, I'm just like, "Are you being serious, or like are you being sarcastic, or are you being serious?"
yeah, sarcasm's a big thing.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
This is we've already done this one basically. I like doing things spontaneously.
Slightly disagree
All
because
right,
every
cool.
now and then, like, here's the weird thing. I do kind of feel like I'm two people a lot. I'm like a Montana person, but then I'm a slightly different person when I'm traveling, especially when I'm traveling
Yeah.
abroad. Like when I'm abroad, I'm up for literally everything. Like it doesn't even matter what it is. You could come to me and say, "Hey, I heard about this like cave tunnel where you're up to your neck in water and you have to like hope that it doesn't rain or you'll die, and you can go and see these things." And I'd be like, "Yeah, let's do that."
Yeah, I was already in. Like the moment you said cave tunnel, I was like, I don't care about the rest.
Yeah, but then if I was in Montana and Sarah's like, "Hey, tomorrow there's a cave tunnel 25 miles from here that we could drive to and do that," I'd be like, but I
Yeah,
don't
I get you
wanna,
though.
which is weird, but I'm working on that.
Yeah, but it's good. I think. I think it's because it's home comforts.
It is.
And I mean, like, if I was gonna die, I'd rather like not do it at, like
20
near
minutes
home.
from your
At
house.
least,
Exactly.
I'd at least be like, oh well, I was in Switzerland and like
Yeah,
I choked on cheese. It's all right. Like
exactly.
that sounds better than I was down the road in a cave.
Yeah, 20 minutes from his
Okay,
house.
I am interrupted doing something if I find it hard to get back to what I was doing beforehand.
If I'm interrupted doing something, I find it hard to get back to it.
Yeah.
Uh, Slightly agree on that one. Like if I get
Yeah.
derailed, I'm like, but then sometimes I can, but a lot of times, especially if it's noise that interrupts me, game over.
And it also matters what I'm doing. Like if I'm writing a poem and I'm in that flow and it's like vacuum,
Yeah.
mop, and it's like, all right, I'm gone.
Yep.
Like
I
it
have to
takes you
do
out of
this
that
later.
space.
Totally. I agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Maybe.
notice patterns in things all the time.
Definitely agree.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Definitely agree.
Okay. I have some very strong interests and get upset if I can't pursue them.
Definitely agree. That's
This
that's
is
like the easiest question.
okay. This is question number 30.
This is the last
So
one.
this is the last one.
Okay. Okay.
I can tell if someone I am talking to is getting bored. Do you know what my answer for you would be?
What?
I don't think you give a shit. I
Yeah.
just don't. Like,
I think that's true. So
I
maybe
think if you were having the best time, like
I don't
telling me
care.
about ravens, and I was
Yeah.
like not even listening, you wouldn't even care. You would just keep
No.
telling me.
Yeah.
You'd be
So,
like, bro,
listen to
look at
this, but this is the best part. Yeah. Maybe
Exactly.
definitely disagree. Yeah. Because I literally would just be
Uh,
like, I don't care, but listen to this. And then this happened. And you'd be like, all
yeah.
right, is that it?
So we'll be ready. Yeah, you ready for your
Oh
results?
boy. Yeah. You have to show it to the screen too. I want to see what it looks
All
like.
right, I gotta do this now. Okay.
Maybe we
I'm
should
gonna drop this
screenshot it
down.
and include the results in the video.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely do that as well. Hold on, let me just get this.
Oh man, I'm nervous. What does the UK qualify me as?
Well, let's have a look. The results indicate
Oh my God.
that you have a strong likelihood of Asperger's syndrome or autism, right? And this is that does not correlate with the graph. Because look how far up you can go, and look how far up you've got.
What is this strong likelihood shit? That's just like, if you're not, we're taking the
You're
website down.
literally look how close to the end you are.
Oh wait, so oh man.
You've got a
So wait,
28.
what does it say?
The assessment for autism is very in-depth and will go into great more detail than the above quick indicator test. You may therefore want to consider a full assessment. So it's basically saying get help, call an ambulance.
Please put your therapist on speed dial.
So in summary, I think this is accurate. A full assessment will also look at other common mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, and ADHD. It's common for someone with autism to have another issue as well. Well, I've got all of those free. That's not very fair.
Yeah. I've definitely dealt with depression. I feel like this is going to be weird. Maybe you agree, but with that aspect, I feel like it's very often seasonal.
I get that.
Like I definitely have, and maybe not even directly correlated to the actual like the actual seasons, but it's a seasonal thing where it'll come in waves where I have low times, and then I have okay times, and then I have great times, and then I
Yeah.
have low times, and but a lot of the times it does actually correspond with like actual seasons, like with winter. Winter's tough.
See, I'm opposite, weirdly. Because, like, for me, summer gets me down.
I hate the heat of summer, but the
Yeah.
winter in Montana is really hard because we'll have 3 weeks where it's 25 below zero, and
Yeah, it's locational as well.
yes, it is.
So it's sort of, but here, I mean, like, summer's too hot. We don't have AC.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like walking. I don't feel like going on an adventure.
Yeah.
Like,
I will
no.
say the most depressing thing for me, and this is hard, and this causes issues even in my life. Nothing depresses me more, honestly, than a sunny day with no clouds. Like
I
when I
get
wake
that.
up and I see no clouds in the sky and I see bright sun, I'm just like, it just
Yeah.
instantly like I'm done with the day.
I like a bit of gloom.
If I could, that's why I want to live in Scotland and Ireland, because if I could have
Yeah,
cloudy, rainy, stormy days every day of my life, I would be in heaven.
it's amazing.
It is
Like,
amazing.
that's why I think when you say it's not seasonal, to me it is. Like,
Yeah,
because that sort of goes away. So
that's
we
true.
had a heat wave not long ago, and it was like, oh, it's like the lowest week I've had in so long.
Yeah.
It was just like, I can't move. I hate
See,
this.
maybe that's why Montana winters are so hard for me, because it's a combination of two factors. Most winters in Montana are bright, sunny days every day, but freezing cold. So it's like a combination of two horrible things. It's like so cold you can't do
Yeah.
anything. And then it's so bright that you're just like this all day. The only saving grace is that the sun sets at like 4 p.m. You're like, at least if I can make it till 4, it'll be dark again.
At least you have to go onto the owl hours.
I
Just
know.
sleep.
Seriously. Well, we did it, man.
No,
We did the screener.
we did. What are you reading today?
Oh, I have not yet picked a poem. I forgot about that part of our. Oh, I got a perfect one, actually.
All right, perfect.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first. Why not?
All right. Do I have to read
You
it
can.
in that voice?
Yeah, in the sexiest voice you possibly can think of.
I should just read it like Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
I've heard it, and I'd rather not hear it
Yeah, me
again.
too. That's nightmare fuel. Okay, so here we go. These are shadow months, there's no doubt. A darkness slow and crawling across the landscape of this place. Some are squinting, eyes eastward in the dawn hours, westerly when they think evening has come. Some swear they spotted sunlight and all that shade. Stand with me, wrapped up in night, and fall in love with the softness. Light will come, but for now, let us find answers in the dark. Hallelujah. That's
Just hands.
jazz hands, spirit
I love
fingers.
that one, man.
Thanks,
I
bro.
love it so much. Have you posted that one yet?
I've not.
No, that's why. I was
What?
like, I don't
You're
recognize
like, I
that.
don't know that one. What are you reading today?
I don't know, but as it's like technically my book would have been out for a day when this airs.
Oh yeah, speaking of, I forgot to mention that. I wanted to mention to everybody. Yesterday, while you're watching this, which was today
Yes.
while we're filming this, is Ash's book's birthday. The book is
Oh, it's
Mind
crazy.
Noise. It is
It's
an
right here.
absolutely spectacular work of art. It's available now. You can find it on his website. Ash, what's your website address? I'll put it in the below.
It's the We Are Red Kite one. weareredkite.com/shop.
Okay. And it's brilliant. And everybody who's watching this needs to go out right now, purchase it. It's also available on Amazon, I believe.
It is all over the world.
It's all over the world on Amazon.
I'm gonna try and find the short poem that follows your poem or do you want to
Okay.
wait till you receive your copy to read it?
I want a sneak peek, and so do our viewers. And if I like it, you will see fire in this episode. So just know that that's a thing.
You just gotta keep everyone occupied while I remember where it is, because I haven't done this before.
You should just
like, what's your favorite joke?
I
found it, but I still want to know now.
I'm bad at jokes. There you go.
That was a killer. That's 10 out of 10.
That one always hits.
It always lands. Anyway, the last poem I wrote about you ended in "Proud to call you brother," and then I wrote and then I thought of everybody in my life that I've ever called brother. So I wrote a poem called Brother.
Ooh, I love it. All right, let's hear it.
If I've ever called you brother, then you best grab your coat, because I'm bringing the storms to you. If I've ever called you brother, please understand that I'm sorry. When I say brother, what I'm really saying is thank you. I see a lifeline in you. You were the voice of reason. You were the rescue cushion before the splat. You saved me before I know I need saving. Just know, if I've ever called you brother, your battles become my battles. I will stand on the front line. I will take the first bullet. I will camp for days on a rooftop. I will take the last bullet, but I will never let you fight alone. If I've ever called you brother, it means I love you. And you can bet your bottom dollar that I always goddamn well. Little shorty for you.
Dude, that was beautiful.
It was like a fire erection.
It was. So look at this. This is how I was feeling during it. I was like, And then right when you finished, it was. Ash, that was amazing, man.
I love you.
I love you too, buddy.
I'm sorry about your test results.
Well, I have to say it's nothing that I didn't see coming, but to hear it confirmed from a different country is at the same time terrifying and oddly reassuring. I did ace it. I said I was going to ace it. I didn't even know what it was. Technically, I filled the bar up. So it's like, as far as I'm concerned, it's the carnival game where you hit the sledgehammer on the thing to hit the bell. I just hit the bell.
But here's my thinking. I think if you said definitely to the imaginary friends, it would have been higher.
Oh, you're right.
So I think I might have you beat slightly.
No, but see, I would think that having imaginary friends would make it lower.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah, because but you have to answer it as truthfully as I answered it.
I will.
Okay.
I'm not gonna try and beat you. Like, stay up till 3:30 in the morning. Just like, I'm gonna get it.
Number 26 is wrong. Now it's better. Yeah, see, I think having imaginary friends might make you less on the spectrum.
Okay, that's an interesting.
That's my hypothesis.
All right, I'll do it, and then we'll keep everyone updated.
All right, we'll do it. Well, that's number 13, dude. And did you know that if you are afraid of the number 13, that is triskaidekaphobia. If you love the number 13, that is triskaidekaphilia. And so I happen to love the number. So for this episode, I'm very excited because I am a triskaidekaphiliac. Are you?
So many words just happened.
Are you a triskaidekaphobic?
Yes, I am.
Oh, well, we're on opposite sides of this spectrum.
No, I'm only joking. I love it. But I think part of the fear was because I watched Friday the 13th too early. Ooh, and Jason scares me.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't Friday the 13th Freddy Krueger? No, he was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
He was in an episode of Chuck.
Let's end this episode and we'll do another one on horror movies.
Robert Englund, a legend.
That's his name.
Yeah.
Hit the end button. We'll see you all next time.
We love you guys. Tell your friends.
That was so aggressive.
Tell your friends. Do it or else. Goodbye.